Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and today we are doing a class in the transformation program called Comfrey. In true Mercury retrograde style, I am reshooting the class from yesterday. I'm not going to shoot the same class, but I will title it the same. Yesterday I showed a class Comfrey, and I didn't press something on the camera and it didn't save the entire class at the end of the class. So I wasn't too upset about it because Mercury is in retrograde, and even though I've never done this before, I've lost classes in other ways, not in this particular way. I figured it's what it is. Today I decided I'm just going to reshoot so I can give you two classes despite all of this, and I'm gonna call it Comfrey Vinyasa with booty elements, free flow booty elements, no weights, no props, because I want to make this easy to do without props, more ballet style. Yesterday was a different variety altogether, the class, but that's fine. We are moving forward, even though Mercury is still backward and it's coming to stationary, and we don't get to feel every Mercury, but every so often communication, technology kind of reacts and it affects us. 1 out of 3 Mercury retrogrades we probably feel it, each person differently. So now I'm feeling this one. It just feels like communication, there's a little bit of misunderstanding in communication. And I clearly, with technology, had an issue yesterday, so we're peaking out now. Hopefully I'll say everything correct and you understand me. And Comfrey. Comfrey is the theme of the class. I want to give it a nice plant name, because Comfrey is an amazing plant, amazing teacher, amazing plant ally, healer. It's a plant that can heal trees. I've been using it in a permaculture way around fruit trees because it has way deeper, 3 to 10 times deeper roots than the tree, and it pulls nutrients from deep inside. It also grabs a lot of nitrogen from the atmosphere, so it is able to really nourish a tree. It is known also as bone mend and bone knit. It knits. So you could say that it's a massive healer, and it can mend us in many ways, mend our wounds, physically or even emotionally. It is a beautiful plant to visualize or to connect to, or to just observe, have, see, use, because the deep root system, anything with such deep root system already tells us a lot about being grounded, being earthy, being nourished, being established or connected. So we're not just here and just kind of spacing out, but having our feet conducting the soil, being in the ground, feeling our connection to the earth, being embodied while here on earth in this suit. So we've envisioned that for the class. I'm going to give you some standing poses that, as I mentioned before, they're really grounding. Warriors, they can be very grounding because you can extend your energy. You can feel your channels grounding deep as you reach up. With the white positioning, it really gives us an opportunity to feel our stance. And let's begin, and let's flow with love, strength, and ease. Starting at the front, we're going to feel the hips, open the shoulders, open the palms of the hands forward, lift the chin, connect through the feet, feel your feet, lift through the crown, and deepen your breath. Feel that breath moving in through the skin, through the lungs. We're here to establish or over time evolve even the human form. So because we're not set in stone, everything will shift from Kali Yuga descent to ascent, right? So we're moving into a finer matter, and in finer matter we'll be able to breathe more prana, to breathe more, to be more connected to the ether element. So when you breathe, really connect with the breath. It is meant to be nourishing. Breath can be transformative, it can be healing, it can release stagnant, stuck energy, dirty energy, static. Inhale the hands over the head and let's reach over to one side and over to the other. And we're going to shift the weight onto the left leg. Bend your knees just slightly so that your stance is strong. You're not locking your knees. And we're going to draw circles with the right leg, ballerina circles. You can hold on to something, but if you don't need to, don't, because balance is extremely important as a physical quality. 4 big circles, 5 squeeze at the top, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to lift here 1, just behind you, 2, leg behind, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And straight back. So here we're just going to bend the knee at around 90 degrees or so and just pose 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. Circles with the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Leave behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's have the knee at 90. Pose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step it back down for a few figure eights with the hips. Ground yourself in your body, being embodied. So when you move in circular fashion, you are working on your fascia, you're working on your meridians. You're able to move stuck energy. You're able to move the breath through areas of stagnation. Expand the chest, open up the chest. A few more circles. And you can grab onto a wall or chair, table, etc. And we're gonna lift out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna lift and straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now straighten. Lift and straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pause here. And back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Let's bring our hands underneath our feet. And with your toes, press on your base of the palms. Relax the muscles, the tissue in your hands. Great, release the hands and step into plank. Ooh, sliding. Chaturanga, up dog, chaturanga, down dog. Here you're gonna bring the right hand, the fingers towards you, all fingers flat on the ground. Adjust where the hand goes so that the base of your palm is also flat on the ground. Everything is flat and evened out, and you're stretching a little bit the forearm. And opposite side, same thing. And release. Hands towards the middle. So you're in down dog, but the hands are slightly towards the center. The thumbs are touching, and we're going to take the right arm up and the left arm up. One more time. 1 and 2. And let's take the right leg up, and here we're gonna do 10 foot presses up. So you're gonna do lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Engage your glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And step it through. High lunge. Hands in prayer twist. Drop the back knee down, low lunge with the twist. And coming out of it, back to high lunge. Step at the front and bring your left ankle over the right knee for a hip opener here. Reach. Hands in prayer. Twist again, left elbow into the left foot. And release. Plank. Chaturanga. up dog, chaturanga, down dog, breath, slow ujjayi breath, and let's take the left leg up 10 times. 1, 2, flex, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and step it through high lunge. Today the sun feels like a hug. Yesterday I shot the class that I lost in the midday and it was just scorching hot. Today I feel it's better to redo it. All right, twist. Drop that back knee down and feel the difference here. You get to feel your chest and shoulders, upper back a little different. All right, lifting out of here, let's bring the right ankle over the left knee and flex your foot to protect that knee, to align the joints, hands in prayer, and twist. And plank. Chaturanga, up dog, chaturanga, down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through to warrior one. So just your hips here, feel them. You can bring your hands over your heart as a reminder to really move through the heart, to be heart-centered. Heart is where the higher centers and the lower centers meet. So we meet earth and the sky in the heart. Lots there. There's a lot of deeper message there. It symbolizes the inner path. And you can deepen slightly your warrior one for another breath or so. And we're gonna step at the front and wrap the left leg around the right standing leg, and let's wrap right arm up, left arm forward, cross, wrap, lift, and bring them both to the right with the right palm up, and both to the left with the right palm down. And from here, grab your big toe, right hand on the floor, left hand to left big toe or outer edge of the foot for me, and open out to the side and come up to standing. Great. From here, bend that left knee, right hand to left foot or big toe, and twist here. Great. And step back in high lunge. A few floaty lunge poses here. Not soldier-like, but more floaty. All right. Plank, chaturanga, up dog, chaturanga, down dog. And left leg comes up, warrior one. Optional, left leg, but I did right, sorry. Bring your, optional, you can bring your hands over your heart. Yesterday I did feel my brain scrambled. I typically don't feel Mercury really strongly, but this is like a communication scramble. So hopefully we get to be retrospective, to revisit what we need to revisit, to contemplate, and so that we can have an impulse forward after. That's what it's meant for. We're always meant to kind of inhale, exhale. It's the flow of life. So a retrograde Mercury, it's a little retrospective. It's not so much about, straight up communication, just it could be problematic there actually. And by the time you're doing this class, I think it will be stationary, so it will be most felt. It's going from the last degrees of Pisces, first degrees of Aries to last Pisces, because it's backwards. So it's kind of covering that area, which is loaded for me. That's where my Mercury is. So anything new you need to kind of begin after. All right, let's wrap. Wrap the right leg around the left. Right arm forward, left up, cross, lift. And we're going to bend on this side, left arm up. And bend on right side, left palm down. And unwrap and take your left hand down, right hand to right foot, and open to the side. Trying to get the big toe, to try the big toe. And with the knee slightly bent, come up. And with the knee slightly bent, bring your knee in front, change arms, and twist here. Time for yogic squat. And step your right foot back into high lunge. Floaty high lunge. Just the water quality. Lunge is typically far more fire earth. Give it more water air. All right, and plie, posing plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold. A little bit of twists. Feel your roots extending, deep grounding. And let's twist a little side to side. Hands onto the thighs, press into one leg and then into the other. And lower down onto all fours. Here we're gonna do a few figure eights with the spine, so hips and shoulders are fluid. Walk your hands back to your knees, tuck your toes under, and come into a squat with your heels inward, almost touching. Hands walking in front of you for a nice deep back hip stretch. Feel into it. With each pose, always try to remember that the pose is within the body. You uncover the pose. It's not meant to be unnatural to the body, it's meant to already be in the makeup of the body. The body wants to do that pose. So try to intuit those things. If there is a pose that you absolutely don't like, always avoid it. That is just sometimes temporary and sometimes it's just personal. It's a thing. And things do change. Our affinities to poses change. All right, we're gonna take a yogic squat, right hand down, left arm up, clasp behind. Change. And back to down dog. Inhale the right leg up, step it through warrior 2. Deep roots. Feel yourself being grounded because it's really a powerful feeling to not be floating around here. kind of unrooted, uprooted, floaty, but to have that foundation so that we can build. I do believe that something pulled on me. An insect, because it's tiny. I felt something, and whoo, and I don't see a bird. Yuck. Yeah, I don't see anything. So it's like a little, probably, I saw butterflies flying. I was just admiring a monarch butterfly. Well, if you saw it on the camera, let me know. As Johnny says, it's good luck. I'll stick with that. It's full of butterflies. I just said something about floating around and uprooted, and something that floats around pulled on me. Probably in disagreement. Maybe it's not that bad to float around. After all, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll retract my statement altogether. All right, time for half moon. So you're gonna shift your right hand down and left arm up. And from here, we're going to stretch a little bit. So as you step back, give me a little bit of a side lunge. Left knee bends, and we're just slightly exploring the inner thighs here. You don't have to go deep. Just feel into it, push your hips back, left foot forward, left knee in the direction of the toes. Great. And plank. Chaturanga, up dog, chaturanga, down dog. I'm gonna laugh all day about that. Let's call it a butterfly pose. I'm gonna Google how it looks. Left leg up, warrior two. Great. From here, we're gonna shift forward into half moon. And step back, right foot forward and bending, and we're gonna stretch here slightly the left inner thigh. Left inner thigh, left hamstring. I'm trying to think it's a bee pull for everybody holding their breath to find out, because I see a bee here and it looks like pollen. It's tiny and just like pollen, yellow. All right, I will have to do some Googling. All right, let's bring the hands on the belly. Feel that connection through the belly. I'm always reminded of Xavier Red's song Fire in the Belly. When I say fire in the belly, first of all, it's digestion, it's also motivation forward, is digesting the world, but also creating. So figure eights and hands on the belly and just really feel it. Don't rush here. Feel your existence. Feel your beingness. Exude love, accept love, be love. And we're going to take the right, we'll step on the right foot, take the left leg back into that cross back lunge with a lift, toe lift or a heel lift, and come up to, again, lift. So we're mostly working with balancing, but also just a slower, more precise movement. I like to do this one jumping. So how about today you just feel it, you feel the move. It's really a different approach. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change sides. 1. Really focus on sticking it, just having that balance. 2. It's next level. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step onto the right leg. Take the left leg back in a wide cross back lunge and give me a few figure eights with your arms, like a helicopter. Or no, sorry. What would that be? Wind statue, just seesaw, maybe. Great. I want you to really feel the movement through your body, opposite sides. Movement through the body. You're getting that fascia to glow. Glowy fascia. Great. And a yogic squat. Time to stretch a little bit. Let's start with lately my favorite on the ground stretch. It's a double pigeon. Yeah, we're approaching the time where we're wrapping it up. Double pigeon, flex your feet, surrender. Every stretch teaches a surrender. letting go in the body. It's not just about creating strong bodies, but it is about connection, somatic connection, and deeper strength. And half lotus. Stretch the right leg forward, half lotus. Forward bend is optional, you can stay here. And bend your right as you come out, right foot. Left knee down, right foot up, and twist. And time for the other side. All right, for me, right foot above the left. And really feel into the letting go aspect of this pose. Somatic connection is no joke. It takes a switch. And there isn't ever a moment you're done, it's over, it's completed. You could always go deeper. So it's a journey. And you learn how to relate to a costume, to your to your physical ally, your body. It is a reflection of you. It's something you needed. Speaking of bone knit or Comfrey, it's knit out of your consciousness. It is divine and it's out of God, but it reflects you. If you get what I'm saying. So it's not that it's made from you. It's obviously divine substance, but it is such a deep reflection of the state of your consciousness that we need it with our consciousness through existence, through the level of the soul's expansion or state. All right, time for half lotus. If you don't want to do half lotus, you could just stay here, or you could just have your right foot on the inner thigh. And a twist. And easy pose. A few circular movements over the base of the spine. Feel your breath as the breath expands you. You can bring more prana into the body. You can expand the capacity of your body to take in prana energy from around. And that's the story about the first humans, whether you take it from the Bible or from the stories about Lemuria, Atlantis. The Hyperboreans is the first. Hyperboreans. The first humans were they weren't dense, more etheric. So they were able to use energy from around instead of food, and we densify it through the eras, eons. So now we're tracing back to learning how again to use energy, finer energy, with the lessons that we've accumulated by densifying, going deep into the density of existence. All right, I'm turning this into a somatic class, but that's okay. That's what it wants to do. People, inspires. All right, let's bring the hands over the heart and the belly and express deep, profound, soul-felt gratitude for what we are, for our capacity to connect to the divine, to give and receive love, and most than all, to be love. To be in the state of love. Someone asked, how do we express love as a principle rather than emotion? They're completely different things, just happen to... It's a matter of semantics, I think. If you feel of the fabric of the universe, however you want to think of it, it was woven out of a particular substance, right? Like you could call it love. And we can call that substance, the frequency of love, or beingness. So part of the state of the universe is love. It might be, there is more, there is just isness, right? But love is one of the higher expressions of the fabric of creation, of reality, of existence. So if you think of what everything around you is made out of, originally it was made out of love. And I have heard that we're the culture of no love. And I feel that on a societal level, the way bureaucracy and institutions are built, there's no love in them. But we are rising into a society that is going to be built out of love, because that's our true nature. So it's an awakening. And of course, humans individually carry love, they are love. So that's why I make the distinction. It's not about loving as a verb, or falling in love as a fall, or even rising in love, but just expressing the basic nature of creation. It is made with and out of that fabric. However you wanna, this is how it's coming through today. Every day I'll explain it differently. On a different day it will be different words, different visuals. But this is for today. So be that, be love, exude it, embody it. And remember to flow with love, strength, and ease. Namaste.